Hi, I'm Bybreen Samuels and welcome back to another episode of Soul Stirring Astrology, where I give you my textured take on the world of astrology. Well, on Sunday, January the 24th, there's this wonderful full moon that's taking place in the sign of Leo. So it's a very proud and a very confident full moon that happens on Sunday. And the reason for this confidence is because on January the 10th, there was a new moon in Capricorn, which is a sense of responsibility and being positioned in the world and having a sense of authority. And the idea is that as you've moved through the month of January, you have been cultivating and building up your own inner authority. And as it peaks on January the 24th, you want to externalize the lessons that you've learned. You're really confident in terms of what it is that you know, and you want to share it with the world. It's a sense of wanting to be center stage in life, in everybody else's life, as well as your own. However, what can happen is that because Leo is a fixed sign, it's a very confident sign, you could start to come across possibly as being slightly egotistical and showing, the sense of showmanship. And being really fixed around what it is that you've created, or the ideas or the goals and desires that you have. And you think you've only got one way in which you can actually pursue this. However, where you have a full moon, there's always an opposition to the sun, and this time it's an opposition that's taking place in the sign of Aquarius. And so Aquarius is about detachment. It's also about the collective and the wider community. It's about wider society, the higher ideals of wider society, because it's ruled here by Uranus. And so where you've got this opposition of the sun, which is about your conscious identity, and the moon, which is about your personality and your feelings, you need to harmonize, find a way to harmonize and balance this sense of individuality versus your personality. Because if you're able to bring these two elements of yourself together, that then gives you even more self-assuredness, but greater confidence, and it strengthens your sense of identity. So what it's also an invitation to do is to shift you away from this singular perspective around how you might be able to implement or manifest your particular creation, and invite you to work alongside or invite other people in to share your idea, share your ideals. Now, it's always going to be yours because you're the person who generated it. But when you're working and co-creating with other people, you've got this sense of sharing yourself that other people can benefit as well. But also it's a sense of reciprocity. As you share yourself and other people can benefit, you can then also participate in their vision and their ideal and help them grow. And so the opposition is about helping yourself and helping other people. Now, bringing this sense of community around you is really important. And it's also being supported by this aspect, which is Jupiter conjunct the North Node in Virgo. And so Jupiter is about the expansion of your networks and your friendships and your bedfellows and your tribe and community. The North Node is about your future direction. It's a conjunction, so it's a positive aspect. But also they're both in the sign of Virgo, which is calling for you to be discerning about who your bedfellows are, who your tribe is, who your community is, your friendships. Are these the groups and individuals that you really want to be moving forward in the next phase of your life? And the reason for this is because as you're co-creating your world, you really should be looking at doing that with people who share your sense of integrity or your values or your perspective or your vision, because it's then about harmonizing your life and reducing the elements of tension. And so if you're discerning, you're able to make far clearer choices in your life that then bring about a win-win, because you're then able to serve other people as they are able to serve you. Now, if you're struggling with this sense of discernment because, for example, you might be feeling quite nostalgic, well, you've got another aspect that's pushing you in that direction. That's because of the powerful connection between Mercury and Pluto, and there's an exact conjunction at 15 degrees of Capricorn, which is an earth sign ruled by Saturn. So where you've got Mercury and you've got Pluto, there's a strong signature that you're holding on to pre-existing thoughts and ideas and frameworks, communication frameworks, that are blocking your evolution, that's blocking your growth. It's limiting you in some way. Now, Mercury here is retrograding through Capricorn. So where there's a retrograde, it's a time for you to reflect and think and reevaluate your communication style, how you intellectualize things, analyze them, deconstruct them. Because it's forming this really tight aspect, and Pluto here acts as the executioner. In that, first it invites you to plunge really into your underworld and to, you know, grapple with those secrets and those ideas that you know are blocking you and limiting you. And so Pluto here is about forcing you to really confront those so that you're able to regenerate your thoughts, and as a result of regenerating your thoughts, you are then liberating your life. So Pluto here will execute and cut away and reveal these secrets that are getting in your way, and they might come across as being quite shocking to yourself and to others when you really face the depth of them. But by doing so, you then open up your world so that you're able to reach this higher ideal of co-creating with other people, so that you can realize your ideal and they can realize their ideals. And so, as always, astrology shows itself in the personal world as well as the public world. And just a few days ago, we heard about the leaked emails that were found on a server used by Hillary Clinton. And these emails really were quite revelationary in that they showed the classified information about, you know, the US intelligence and the Secret Service. And so they've been exposed. So here we had secrets that were unearthed. They've now been exposed. They were quite shocking, which is a sense of this sun that moved into Aquarius on the 21st of January. So, and Uranus there is about, you know, sudden revelations. So what it does, it then brings into question, you know, how can people trust Hillary Clinton, for example, given that she's running as a presidential candidate? You know, the elections are taking place in November, so the American electorate now may have questions around, can she be trusted with state secrets, given that what appears to be confidential, classified information has been found on this public server. So as it applies in the public realm, it also applies in your personal life. You know, do you have secrets that if other people got hold of those secrets in a way that wouldn't serve you, it's not about keeping your secrets buried forever, but it's about you leading on the exposure of what are perceived as secrets, so that you're able to own and create your own story, which then will give credence to this wonderful full moon that takes place in Leo. So that's it for this week, and the quote I want to leave you with is by Jean Racine, and what she said is only a matter of time that secrets will be revealed. So are you going to be the revealer, or will you leave that in the hands of other people? The elements and the aspects suggest that you always need to be leading the way and leading the story of your own life. So that's it for this week. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to share it with other people in your network. If you liked it, you can press like and you can subscribe. And if you've got any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. And I will see you next week, and have a fantastic full moon experience.